Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Friday, August 8th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar showed mixed performance against major currencies. The greenback strengthened marginally against the euro and yen, despite maintaining a strong negative trend against the euro. Against the pound, it recorded its fourth consecutive daily decline. Looking at broader returns, the dollar has faced significant headwinds year-to-date, declining over 11% against the euro and showing similar weakness against the Swiss franc. The month-to-date performance remains challenging across most major pairs. The dollar posted modest gains against Asian currencies, rising against the offshore yuan after breaking out of a three-day consolidation period. Notable strength continued against the Indian rupee, where a very strong positive trend remains intact. Year-to-date performance metrics show the dollar has declined nearly 6% against both the Singapore dollar and Kiwi. The only notable positive return comes against the rupee, where it has gained nearly 2% since the start of the year.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Chile led gainers, rising 2.1% to 31.41. Japan, Poland, and Austria all hit new all-time highs for the second consecutive day, showing very strong upward trends. Spain maintained its momentum, marking its fifth straight day of gains. Looking at returns, Poland and Austria led the week's performance, both gaining over 7%. Chile stands out with the strongest year-to-date return at 25.4%, while Poland shows remarkable momentum with a 62.8% gain this year. Among underperformers, Brazil declined 0.85% to 27.81, despite maintaining a very strong positive trend. India broke down from 3 days of sideways movement, dropping 0.78%. Israel fell for a second consecutive day, showing mixed negative trend signals. In the broader picture, despite today's decline, Brazil maintains a solid 23.5% gain year-to-date. India shows weakness across all time frames, down nearly 1% for both the week and year-to-date. Israel has declined 3.3% this week, though still up 14.3% for the year.
Considering commodities, I'm Lou Quidity. Gold futures reached a new all-time high close at 3,458.20, marking its second consecutive record day amid very strong upward volatility. Silver futures continued its winning streak, up for 7 straight days, while palladium futures declined 2.9%. The metals sector shows impressive year-to-date gains, with gold and silver both up over 30%. Copper has gained 11.3% this year, while palladium shows nearly 25% returns despite recent volatility. In energy markets, natural gas futures fell 2.3% to 3, showing strong downward momentum after consolidating for 3 days. Gasoline futures extended its losing streak to 9 consecutive days, while heating oil remained relatively flat. Energy futures are showing weakness across the board year-to-date. Brent crude and crude oil futures are both down about 11%, while natural gas has declined over 17%. Gasoline remains slightly positive for the year. In livestock, lean hogs futures plunged 16.7% amid strong downward pressure. Class 2I milk futures surged 6.9% with notable upward volatility. Corn futures also showed strength, gaining 5.5%. Year-to-date returns in livestock remain strong, with live cattle up 19% and feeder cattle gaining nearly 30%. However, Class 2, milk, has declined 8.5% since the start of the year. In grains, corn futures jumped 5.5%, while rough rice showed strong upward volatility. Soybean futures broke downward after 3 days of flat trading, while oats broke upward after 4 flat days. Year-to-date performance in grains shows widespread weakness. Corn has declined 11.4%, while wheat is down 7.7%. Rough rice has fallen 9.6%. Only oats shows positive returns at 4.4%. Soft commodities showed mixed performance today. Coffee futures and orange juice led gains, rising 3.7% and 4.7% respectively. Sugar broke upward after 3 days of flat trading, while cocoa marked its 4th consecutive positive close. Cotton experienced strong downward volatility despite ending marginally higher. Looking at weekly returns, coffee showed the strongest performance, up 8.7%, while cocoa gained 5.1%. Year-to-date, the sector faces significant headwinds, with orange juice down 51.9% and cocoa declining 25.9%.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.